Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stellaris, and I've just noticed we're losing a billion energy per turn. Surely that's a result of me just reloading the game. Right? Right? Get game? Hopefully. Hopefully that's just a result of that. The mate's report. First mate Yathar committed suicide, yada yada yada, by ripping off his own antennas yesterday. Lovely. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen in wherever we are, doing whatever over there. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. We're all doomed. So, if I so desperately need energy, then maybe it's not the worst idea to do something about that. Yes. I should focus on the next war, shouldn't I? Yeah, I think I should. Now, I believe, is the perfect time for something like that. This is going to get finished, the fleets are going to get repaired, that's all fine and dandy. Noticed how the energy thing is not going up at all. It's just not going up. Oh well. Tell you what though, I have learned something about, about myself, and about the game, and I've learned a little bit about living and a little bit about love. No, but, jokes aside, we're going to need generator districts. This much is, I think, apparent and obvious to all. We're also going to need industrial districts, but that's less of a problem currently, I feel like. So I'm just going to get a generator district. And actually, I'm going to get both here. Well, eventually I'm going to get both. I've played a little bit of the game as a human slaver empire kind of, xenophobic, militaristic, but still with all the diplomacy kind of empire, and I've learned a lot about espionage and how it works. Currently, there's really not all that much I can do, but I've also learned about resource management. When I say learned about resource management, it's more like, I've played around a little bit, and in the process of doing that, I've noticed a few things about resource management and how the population system works now. Which, by the way, with not slow-growing population numbers, with just like regular growth, without the genetic trait that we have, it's not actually slow. It's actually too quick. I've seen people complain about both now. I've seen people complain that the new growth rates are too slow, and now I'm seeing people complain that they're too fast. So truly, it is incredible what we are experiencing here. But the point being, it doesn't matter either way. There is one thing that all agree on that seems to be. That's a shame. That seems to be sort of a point of well, how do I put it? Like, consensus among the Stellaris fans, and that is that the AI does not know how to handle population growth. By 2300, every single every single AI capital in the game is going to experience an economic disaster. They're going to be crime-ridden, they're going to be with 0 to maybe 5 to 10 stability. They're going to be in a sorry, poor, tragic state. Which is a shame, because the new population system is actually really good. I like it. I like the caps, I like the growth, I like how population grows now. I like the fact that, you know, were we not hive mind, you can pick which race to really focus on and prioritize. Oh, I didn't know that. We can assemble these guys, for example. I did not know we can do that, and I'm assuming use them as food. That's an interesting way of doing things. Alright, so yeah, the point being, there's a bunch of these things, but with the new population system and the way it works, now you sort of need to move population around quite a lot. You needed to do this in the past as well, but less so. Now, emigrating people from one planet to another, or just migrating people between planets, is vital for a successful economy. And I'll show you something. For example, here, we have 23 amenities. Way more than we will ever need. So what do? Well, these maintenance drones do nothing but make amenities, which means we can move 5 or 6 of these drones from this planet to somewhere else where there's job openings. Now, unfortunately, currently there's not really any job openings anywhere for menial drones, which is why I'm building the generators and stuff that we're going to need, but that's how you would do it. And you need to do that very often. You need to look at your planets, you need to manage them like that. This does mean that sectors are still not very useful, because one way or another, the best option for you is to just micromanage everything. Unfortunate as that is, it's simply the case. The best option for your economy is just to have you, the player, micromanage absolutely everything and deal with things that way. It is what it is. For better or worse, that's how these things are done now. But regardless of the fact that the sector AI isn't that great, you know who else isn't great? Yeah. None of the AI can do that. I've talked about the capitals, and I've told you they're terrible at handling them, but okay, capitals are one thing, and like big planets are one thing, but they don't move populace around. They don't know how to do it. Or if they do, I haven't noticed them doing it, and they certainly don't do it to any real effect, and by that I mean they don't do it to actually do anything useful with their population. They might move one unit of population from one place to another for unknown reasons, but it's not great. Also, however, very important thing to mention, oftentimes population will move on its own. I mean, you see this, we were here at like 20-something, right? Now we're at 11 out of 14. Somebody moved out of here. They do that on their own. Yes, they move on their own when appropriate, and they're very good at determining when appropriate. Also, migration is a huge impact when it comes to population growth on planets. But, you know, even all of this aside, like, the AI is not just bad at managing, like, moving of population units and stuff. They're actually terrible at managing just straight up what to build, which is a very, very different kind of problem. Right? Because if they don't know how to immigrate and emigrate population, okay, that is kind of difficult to determine, right? There are many variables, but they don't know what to build. they'll usually just build the wrong things. They won't keep order. They won't, like, have enough either housing or amenities, or they're not going to have enough employment. Or they're going to have a bunch of, like, menial, well, not menial drones, but, like, workers unemployed, or menial drones if they're hive mind, and they'll have a ton of openings for complex tasks and for leaders and for stuff like that, or nobility. Again, all of this depends on a variety of factors, but yeah, I mean, it's not great, is what it is. It's not great. Okay, so let's demonstrate my capability of moving population. We do not need maintenance droids here, right? Oh, no, what are they called again? Yes, maintenance droids. We don't need maintenance droids here. We need them on, if you'll excuse me for a minute, planet 003. So we resettle maintenance droids, planet 003, and we'll do like 2, 3. We'll do 3. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, that means that the amount of amenities produced in the capital now is perfect. And that also means that planet 003 now actually produces something useful. Also means that the food consumption has gone up due to me moving them over there, and that now there is there are other problems present here, but listen, that doesn't matter right now. that doesn't matter right now. Let's surprising catch. We've acquired a new asset. Ooh, very useful. Well, actually, very useful. Maybe a bit of an overstatement. Potentially useful. We shall see whether it's useful or not in the long run. I also would like to remove a feature. I'm assuming I can't due to the lack of resources. Yeah, it's a resource situation really not great so far, and I think I'm realizing why we were in trouble at the beginning with the 2 wars that we fought. Yeah, this is not good, and I'm slowly realizing just how not good it is. But at least we have a lot of alloys and a lot of influence that can be used to actually provide us with something a little bit more useful, like minerals and energy and stuff like that. Well, a little bit more useful in our current predicament, let's say. But yeah, also, I guess the benefit of having, at the very least, 3 colonies and having them developed and all of that, is that eventually we will balance all of this out as the colonies develop more and more, and as additional population grows. So there is hope, I suppose. Tell you what, I'm gonna build a bunch of ships, and that probably wasn't the brightest idea considering I'm trying to trying to retrofit these guys, but it's also not a terrible idea. Don't need that much of that. Definitely need more of this. Okay. Perfect. Fortify the border, not very useful. I wish I could use my influence for something, but oh well. I've also had a kind of a fairly unlucky spawn, to be honest. I mean, cornered between 3 different empires? Pfft, come on. Like, on lower difficulties, sure, but you know, give me a break. Thing is, though, we have to fight like right now. The longer we stay here, the weaker I become, because they have expansion room, I don't. And I could attack them, and I could attack them, and I could probably attack them. Question is, who can I attack first? 2242. Oh. I swear to you this wasn't on purpose. I genuinely swear to you this wasn't on purpose. I didn't click exactly on time to get the truce to go away. That just happened on accident. No, really. Okay, so I would like to know why there's a bunch of ships just sitting here now. I'm gonna assume they belong to you. No. No. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix this in the fleet manager. Right. And then over here, all of this is good. So I should then probably add like 3 of each to you so that I can do this then. So that I can do this then. Whisper class, okay. Fleet manager. Let's make sure that you need an extra 3 Whisper class corvettes. How about that? No, can't do that. These are 3 Whisper class corvettes, correct? Fleet manager. Corvettes, Whisper class, 5 out of 8. Unless I'm that bad at math, that's 3. So just merge. No? Okay. Maybe it's because they're being upgraded. Let's upgrade the fleets and then see if we can merge them. And if we still can't merge them after that, I'll disband the ships and give myself some resources in exchange for the time, money, and nerves wasted. Truly something awe-inspiringly stupid. I'm going to focus on this, and I can't do that, can I? Well, I can do it like that, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose I can do it like that, or I can do it like that. What helps me more? Probably this. Probably this. It's a shame that I have to wait a whole month to find out, but yeah, that helps more. Okay. So, now we're going to upgrade the 2 navies, and then send them off to do glorious combat somewhere in the universe. Where's the other... I'm probably not going to need the transport ship. Well, actually I will. There is a planet right there, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Okay. The plan is as follows. Storm this quickly, ignore this, grab, fight their navy, and win. Plan sounds great, right? Fight and win. Splendid. Splendid. We're never going to excavate that. I think I've just come to terms with it, and that's okay. I don't have to excavate everything. There are some mysteries in the universe that are perhaps best left unanswered. And, you know, perhaps not. Perhaps that is also not true, but it is what it is. Tell you what, though. Like, all joking aside, full-on seriousness here, I am extremely proud. Just got a bunch of artifacts. You know. Could be better, could be worse. I am extremely proud of how quickly and how well I've transformed this economy. Now, it hit a few bumps on the road after the war ended, obviously. And it's going to take a little bit of economic rebalancing here and there. But that's okay. And you know why that's okay? It's because we won and survived a war I genuinely thought I wasn't going to survive. And thing is, I've already uploaded videos of this on YouTube, and I'm like, I can't scrap the series now. And also, everyone's going to see how much I suck. Or at least that's what they're going to take out of the video, because I've lost fairly early on. Mind you, I think 99% of losses occur in like the first 50 to 100 years, but still. But then I managed to get an alloy income of 33, which is impressive. Not for 2243, but for 2343. Okay, I'm exaggerating now, but that is genuinely a fairly impressive income. On 3 planets, in this smaller space, okay, I'm sacrificing literally everything else, and I don't have to worry about consumer goods, which is a major factor in the economy, obviously. But nevertheless, like, okay, we don't have to worry about consumer goods. Transfer a little bit of that over there. We're still making a ton of the stuff, right? And they've just declared war on me, which, if I'm honest, is exactly what I wanted them to do. Oh, and we can merge the fleets now. Okay, lovely. Let's go and merge the fleets. Perfect. And now you should be very satisfied with... Yeah, you just need 1 more Corvette. And you can have it. I'm a generous overlord. Actually, not just the Corvette. The fleet manager. I think you deserve 3 additional Malevolent class destroyers, which are going to be constructed for you immediately. And then we're going to send our ships to glorious combat. I'm just counting on these guys staying put and these guys staying put until I get a few more resources and some cruisers. Because I think right around then I'm going to be fairly well off on most fronts. So yeah, alright. Do I have any envoys available? Yes, I do. Might as well make contact with these things. I don't intend on spying on them, and... you know what? Okay, make contact and then we'll spy on these guys, I suppose. That's an alright way of doing things. I'll also send the science ship over to hopefully collect some data on our enemies. Or from the hulks of their ships, that is, that we're about to leave drifting into space. And I think I've future planned the economy fairly well, in that I don't see any problems. Yeah, this will produce much needed maintenance droids, maintenance drones and menial tech drones, which will sort out every problem of ours quite neatly. Do I want exoskeletons now, or do I want, like, crystal mines or something? I think I want exoskeletons. Minerals aren't exactly in a terrific spot. Okay. I've also noticed that somewhat recently, as in the I think this was before Nemesis, but like the last few patches, the galactic community tends to form very quickly, at least relatively quickly, within the first few hours of the game, like, 2 hours maybe, 3. I think it took more time back in the day, and I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Well, I'm lying to you, I do have a problem with that. It's very directly going to impact everything I do. Fleet command limit, Admiral Cap, not terrible. Ship fire rate increased by 10. We need that. We need the little buffs that are going to help us win. The tiny little buffs. We can beat this. I mean, we have extremely powerful fleets now. This the Empire that you knew from previous episode, it's gone. Right, forget about it. It's gone. This is the new us. This is the new Empire. This is the new Silence, and you know what? It's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and it's all out of bubblegum. Hello, yes. I have no idea who you are or where you are, nor do I particularly care. Stay away from me. Pray. Pray, okay. Terrific. We can now send an envoy over here. Or, well, not really an envoy, just straight up a spy, but yeah, we can send him. So, they've made it. Oof. 3.7. Less than 3.7, but they do have 2 more fleets over here. Yeah, as long as they keep them separated, we're winning, like, easily winning. Economy's doing good too, economy's doing perfect. I do want us to go down a little bit in alloys, so it is dipping in alloys, because I'm assuming it's going to relocate some of the foundry drones, yeah, probably from here into something else. And that's okay. That's okay. We don't need to be making, like, 1 billion... Speaking of the galactic community, yeah, like, look at that, 2245, and there's already a galactic community. Not ideal. Not ideal. So where was I? Yes. So, yeah, we're beating that easily. Also, as long as these don't invade, that's all. And they are extremely hostile to me. I mean, everyone is. This is not something I ever need to worry about, right? But yeah. So now, if you excuse me for a second, I'm going to go grab a cup of water, and I'll come back. So just a second, and all right, here we go. New contact, communication established with frog people. Hi. Okay, that's just a bug, because in my mind, some empire was that big for a quick second. Or that's what it appeared like in my head, and I was petrified. No two ways about it, I was absolutely petrified. Okay, they are going to attack me here as well, and this might not hold. But it might. Or if it's not going to hold, at least it's going to do a fair bit of damage. Are you moving to engage? Yeah, you are. Okay. Good. Good. I have nothing to do with the scientists, do I? Somehow I've missed an anomaly over there, but, you know, other than that, not much. Ethic changes, sweeping changes, and yada yada. Don't care about their ethics, cause ethics don't matter in this game when you're just out to eat everyone. definitely not making it this station, but it will buy some much important and valuable time. Society research, tile blockers, naval capacity, not a problem. Let's go with society research. Do need to catch up to the AI. I'm sorry, why are we moving so slowly? Like, can we get a move on, people? Okay, I mean, I would prefer fighting this way, and if you're just going to back off and go around, I'm happy with that. Plus, it'll give me a chance to catch up to my reinforcements. Though, fall of my own station, and the fact that it's going to be used against me now is not ideal. 4,000 energy from an excavation. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mining. Good. Don't care about that first contact, to be honest with you. Have much more important things to do. Again, they're splitting up. It's annoying is what it is, more than anything else. Go to speed 3. There's not much else to do, to be honest. Though there is unemployment here. We should fix that with additional agriculture and an additional generator here, or maybe not a generator. Maybe a generator. Yeah, a generator. We have to sort that out first. That takes priority. That definitely takes priority. Generators and food, and then the women and children. At this rate, I think I'm going to meet every single species in the galaxy. Which is unfortunate. For me, I would prefer that they had no idea I existed. I feel like my fleets move way too slowly, though. Is that possible? Is that a thing now? Oh, okay. Do you know what? Pincer maneuver. Yeah. Oh! Pfft. I thought you were set to passive. I genuinely did. You were supposed to be set to passive. No, that's you were going that way. Go away, please. Get out of there. Honestly, better than planned. 900 strength. I can beat a 900 strength thingamablob with just one of my navies. Really? Is it because of the FTL inhibitor? I mean, I make them too good. That's my problem. I just make them way too powerful, the space stations, and it's really my own undoing. Though, you know, I gotta ask, like, if it's so darn good, why did it lose to the enemy fleet of similar strength? But it's alright. They are kind of soft, though. Don't get me wrong, extremely useful and all that, but soft. Soft. genuinely surprised that this fleet lost a ship. Or it didn't? What? Okay, no time to stop. Keep going forward. We'll fix up as we go. And that is the reason why there is no time to stop. Well, I mean, at least we are making some progress. I'll make a couple of defense stations there, and then that'll do nicely. Here, I think I want, like, destroy a hull points, honestly. And I hope this isn't gonna get picked up or anything, but I'm gonna Alt-Tab quickly to bring the timer up. Alright, there we go. Let's get the science ship out of the way. I'd also like to bring back the military transports, yeah, because I will need them. Hopefully I'm not gonna send them alone against an entire enemy fleet again. That would be unfortunate. I can't help the feeling that they're like twice as fast as I am. Because like the time it took me to get from here to here, they got from there to, like, you know, basically they went an extra jump. That's what it feels like. I'm not basing that off of any especially concrete evidence, but tell you what, that is definitely what it feels like. Now I'm going to build a couple of defensive platforms there. Are we okay on the health and armor front? Okay-ish. Let's not get too specific about it. We're okay-ish. See, like 90 days, 110 days. That just feels... it feels a bit lengthy. I realised what I did, and I realised that's going to break the fleet. I think this fleet is fine. Now that I've done that, I think the fleet is fine. It's like they're already there attacking this station when I jump in. And like, they really shouldn't be. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, we should arrive at roughly the same time. And yet I'm way behind. Building slot +1 is pretty good. Extra food is a must, though, unfortunately. It really, really is like that. Farming stuff, it's just not cutting it. I hate that I have to wait for this thing to get repaired in order to continue. Pretty sure they just straight up retreated from that engagement, which is a little bit funny. Let's colonize this place. And this will be planet 004. It's 4th, right? Yeah. Don't have too much food, but with the new tech on the way, and with more farmland and all that good stuff, I think we're all right. Okay, grabbed another system. Now, is there a fleet coming to reinforce you? Yeah, there is, which means we're exactly at 1 below where we should be. Alright. $1.4K, 1.7K. Yeah, see, now we're talking. Now we are talking. upgrade platform for 27, but if I click here, it'll upgrade it for 268. Well, no, don't upgrade it. Just build an extra one. It's, you know, time being of the essence and all that. Okay, I understand most of my science ships aren't doing anything. I'm a little bit preoccupied. They can survey. They can research this, but other than that, I don't think they can do much else. Those are amoebas. We don't care about those. Certainly not enough to fight them right now. And there's more amoebas over there, but this is... what is this? Just a colony, which is producing 21 amenities somehow. Oh, 10 is just from being a colony. Alright. I was like, that looks like a lot of population, but I know it isn't. Okay, 1,000 something. I think I'm going to go this way. That's actually kind of dumb. No, we're going to go up here. Because stuff down here is defenseless, basically. Maybe not literally, but it is practically defenseless. And what we should be doing is tracking these guys down and trying to hit them from behind. Giggity. I'd like a little bit more in the way of that, so that I can build another defense platform here. While preparing for the arrival of the enemy, after all. Okay, good. I think I'm going to send like another construction ship over here, because I have no avenues for expansion anywhere. All of this is closed off to me, so when I conquer space over here, it's really going to be the only time I can actually do something. So they do have another large fleet, and I think the correct way of engaging it would be very directly just to go after it. Because this should get beaten, and it's rare the AI makes a suicidal attack like this. It's very rare. I'm honestly very surprised, just straight up surprised, because there's no way they were winning there. And they haven't even weakened the station. Like, okay, boom, there's another one. What are you going to do about it? So, yeah. Quite surprising, and now this fleet is kind of stuck. Okay, I think we've achieved our first victory. Well, you know, our first real significant victory where we gain something for our troubles. It's just the reinforcements. Yeah, like, so much so that I'm tempted to just split the fleet in two. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Considering there's no stations to help, I'm just going to split the fleet in two. And if these guys get, like, a bunch of reinforcements somehow, which they're not gonna, because they're not running away from me, if that happens, I'll just run away to the other fleet, and then we'll have it sorted. But yeah, like, look at this. I just wiped out. And that means I can send in the Marines. We can send in the ground forces, actually land them there, and take another planet which we oh so desperately need. Now, did they run away? Not that I can see. I'm pretty sure we just beat them. I should have been paying more attention, but... trying to play a little bit more quickly. I'm slow enough as a player in video games in general, as is. Don't need to slow myself down further. The only reason I'm taking this, 17 minerals. Very significant buff to the economy. And like 7 energy, which is, for us, quite a lot. Might not be a lot for you, but... for some of us, that is a significant amount. You know what? There is like a story here being written about us, in which, you know, we just beat everyone. No, I'm kidding. The story here is, don't corner a starved feral beast. Because, let's be honest, that's what effectively this this whole race is. It's a little bit less barbaric than that, a little bit more thought out, but regardless, it's like, you know, don't corner a beast, because it's gonna bite back, and that's exactly what I've done. I've transformed the economy to a war economy where we just dish out a million of this, of alloys, and then just have at them. I've got nothing to do with influence though, right? Wait, aren't there... like... decisions? There are, but they're trash. Like, stop all growth? I'm sure that's a wonderful decision. No, I've just got nothing to do with decisions. That's a shame. That is a crying shame. Found something to do with influence. It's not much, but it's something. Yeah, it's not much, but it's honest work. Let's go back. Let's go back. Join up the two fleets. This sort of Zugzwang, in-between move, a waiting move, if you will. Which is not entirely what that means, but I've seen it used as a word to mean in-between move, which is no. It's a position whereby when you're forced to make a move, and the fact that you have to make a move will put you in a disadvantage. It's a position where you would rather not make a move if given the option, but you don't have the option, you have to move, and the fact that you have to move will inevitably create a weakness or an imbalance somewhere that will undermine your current position. But I've also seen it used to mean, like, in-between move, which is a bit weird, but alright. Anyways, in-between move of jumping here is going to allow us more time to heal. But tell you what, though, I need to make a shorter video now, because I have a bunch of uni work to do. I need to go to sleep, and I'm not going to be here for the weekend, so yeah. Doing a bunch of things all in at like 6 AM in the morning. Not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm going to have to call it here. We're winning our first war, and we're going to wipe these fleets off the face of the galaxy and probably swallow up a whole bunch of these guys' territory, and that fixed our economy, gave us new living territories, more resources, all of that good stuff, and honestly, I could not be happier. So, yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and want to stay tuned for the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.